Hello again.
We're back. When we last left you, we had just arrived right outside of Wickenburg, Arizona, and met up with our friends Chris and Courtney from Amputee Adventures.
Excuse me, do you have any Grey Poupon?
One of the things we thought we'd do just a bit different this week is we're going to do a little bit more narration when it comes to our video this week. So you're going to see a little bit more talking heads of Kyle and Michelle.
Yeah.
So when we arrived at Vulture Peak, which you'll see in a campsite review on Wednesday, so please check that out, we spent about a week there hanging out with Chris and Courtney, kind of just hanging out in the camper, going on some walks, exploring the area a little bit, but we didn't do a whole lot of filming. The shores have arrived at Vulture Peak Dispersed Camping. So this is actually on Arizona Land Trust, so you do need a permit. It's basically $21 with the service fee. It's $21 per year for a family. I think it's maybe $15 if you're a single individual. I'll be doing a campsite review of this, but you can see Chris and Courtney are right there. We are situated with our ass end facing south, so we get the best solar. We'll be able to tell how good the 800 watts will handle now that we're at a lower elevation without mountains directly up next to us or big trees. And yeah, and then we'll be here probably for a week. So Michelle's inside just getting things prepped. The cats are in chilling. We'll see what they're doing in here. What you doing in here, Michelle?
I'm going to clean the cat's bowl. It's time for a cleaning before I put some fresh water in it.
Yep, just one of our projects that we do each time we move, because that means we're doing it every 2 weeks or so. So we'll be back.
When we get to a new campsite, we always try to pick up any trash that's around us. He hears me. We try to do our part. We know sometimes trash gets away from people, but we want to leave our site cleaner than how we found it. Do you want my help, babe?
No. It's your birthday, you can do it tomorrow.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Another cooking segment coming to you from Michelle. This time it's dessert. Kyle and I usually don't have dessert with our meals, but every now and again we will make some sugar-free pudding. So that's what's on the menu tonight. This is not sponsored. This is just something that we absolutely love. It's a sweet snack. It is sugar-free chocolate pudding tonight. We also like cheesecake. We also like the banana cream flavor. But get this, Kyle even picked up a box of pistachio flavor, sugar-free pudding. Now, I don't know how that's going to taste, so he might get all that. We'll see. I added the chocolate pudding mix into the bowl. Now we've got 2 cups of milk. Add the second cup of milk. And you can really use any milk you want. We ended up buying whole milk. And then you stir for 2 minutes. And what's so nice about it is it sets pretty much completely after 2 minutes. But then we pour it into 2 bowls, put it in the fridge so it gets a chill, and then that's our dessert. Time to eat the pudding. We put some Cool Whip on it too, and don't be jealous of our fine pudding bowls.
Good morning, everyone. So today is the day that we finally do the last stretch of our snowbird drive down to Imperial Dam there outside of Yuma, where we've spent the last 2 winters. Michelle is just finishing up the things on her checklist regarding getting the camper ready. Chris and Courtney over there are ready to follow us. We got our walkie-talkies turned on, and we got about a 2.5 hour drive. We're going to stop about midway at Quartzsite with the Love's truck stop and just make sure everything's filled up, especially for Chris as far as gas is concerned. Since he's got that Class C, he needs to fill that up whenever given the opportunity, so he doesn't have to leave the boondocking spot down in Imperial Dam. Oh, look, here's Michelle.
Good morning. Happy Halloween day.
Oh yeah, it is Halloween today. I get
Hope
lost.
you get lots of treats and not many tricks.
All right.
He doesn't know what to think of that.
She's a lunatic. All right, so we're just getting ready. We're gonna head down to the entrance of Vulture Peak here. I don't know if by the time you see this video, we will have released the campsite video, but it's a pretty nice spot here. Gets busy on the weekends, but it clears out for the most part during the week. And we're gonna get down to the entrance here. We're gonna put on our weight distribution bars and we're gonna be on the road. The Shores and the Bowmans have made it. We made it to Imperial Dam. There's Chris. So the wives are up at the little pay booth taking care of getting us our permits. So what we've decided to do, since we're going to be only here for a month right now, we're just gonna go ahead and get a 2-week pass, and then we'll get another 2-week pass when that one lapses. I think they're about $40 a piece if they haven't raised the prices. And then we will be heading up to Phoenix to Mooch Dock with Rick and Teresa. It's pretty windy out here. You can see there's actually some water in the lake today. So Chris and I are probably going to take our bikes and ride over there to the other side of the lake, either today or tomorrow. We'll see. We got the dumpsters back here, so we were able to get rid of our trash. We're going to be pulling over and getting or emptying our tanks here pretty soon. Michelle and Courtney are on their way back, and yeah, it's beautiful. It's a nice sunny day. I think it's supposed to be in the high 70s today, and but it is pretty windy. I don't know, you probably can't tell with the little dead cat on here, but it is pretty windy. You can see the flag over there on the little booth. But yeah, so we're gonna get dumped and then we're gonna go hunt for a spot. Fingers crossed one of our 2 spots from the last 2 years is still available. Welcome to our winter home. So it turns out we actually got the exact same spot that we had our first winter here, which was the winter of 21 into 22. Last winter we were down about 3 or 4 spots, but they both were open, and this one's a little bit larger and it's a better option for Chris and Courtney to be right next to us as well, since he'll be here much longer than us. You know, we're gonna be here for a month and then headed up to Phoenix to see Rick and Teresa and Mooch Dock. But yeah, we're excited. We got our spot, we got all set up. We are just kind of getting settled now, and we'll be back with you. So for those of you who've been following us for a while, you'll know that my parents are actually here in the Yuma area. They split time between here and up in Washington State. So we both kind of arrived at the same time here in Yuma, and so Michelle and I are heading over to go see them. We have arrived. We're at my parents' place. Michelle's got her Circle K.
That's right. I'm part of the inner circle, are you? Get your freebies.
Hashtag we're not sponsored, though we should be. There she is. Hi, Mama.
Howdy, 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 howdy. About time you were getting here.
I know.
I did.
Of course I'm here, Dad.
There's CW right there. We brought her.
As you saw a few weeks ago, we were camped in the higher elevations of Arizona. But we decided it was time to start moving south because it was getting a little bit chillier there. But as you will see, we might have arrived here near Yuma, Arizona a few weeks too early. It's going to be 90 degrees today, tomorrow, and the next day. So we decided to go ahead and turn our air conditioner on today before it gets too hot outside, but it doesn't turn on. The fan's not turning on, so we have no air. Kyle is investigating it, finding out why it's not working. So for now, we have this type of fan working in our camper.
Well, wouldn't you know it, 2 hottest days of the year for us, and
Take the next right onto
our air conditioning is not working. So it's going to be 90, well, 89 today, 90 the next 2 days, and then it cools down to the 70s. But we literally have not run our air conditioner since we were in Tombstone last February. So it's been about 9 months at least. And I turn it on today and the compressor comes on, but the fan never kicks on. So I've been out there in the blazing heat. Sorry I didn't get any of it filmed. I'll probably try to film it when I get back. But could not get it running. I could not hand start the fan. I'm hoping it's the fan capacitor. Some things on the internet, you know, YouTube University has suggested that might be an issue. I do have a micro air easy start on there, so I went ahead and disconnected it and reconnected the air conditioner the way it was originally from the factory, and that did not start the fan, so I don't think there's anything wrong with the micro air easy start. So everything points to the fan capacitor. I called a local RV shop that we bought the air conditioner at, and they have some fan capacitors, but they aren't open till Monday, and today is Saturday, and there's obviously 2 90-degree days in between. But I happened to call our favorite little RV shop here in Yuma, or down there in Yuma, Wally World, not to be confused with Walmart. It's called Wally's World, and they actually have fan capacitors in stock. So I pulled the one off of the AC that I have, and I'm taking it down to see if I can get it replaced. Fingers crossed it will do the trick. I'll keep you posted. So if I'm right and this is the culprit, this is the old one. They happen to have the same new one. They only had one, so that's, I guess I got lucky. We'll see. If it's not this, then I'll probably have to try to get a new start capacitor. And then I'm gonna have to find the paperwork I got with the air conditioner, because it's only 2 years old and it should be under warranty, but you know, no place is gonna work on it, you know, in the next day. So I'll probably just have to fight with them to get my money back, but I'll just keep the receipts, and let's go home and see if this is it. Damn, it's only 92 degrees in here, but so quick update. The fan compressor did not do anything. Sorry, I gotta shout out to Trust Fire for this headlamp. We just use this to get up here in the air conditioner. But the fan capacitor did not do anything. So I got up in here at the motherboard and rattled around some connections, and the damn air conditioner's turning on. Thank God. Hey everyone. So I just realized I hadn't got all my steps in for my goal, so I figured I'd come out here. I only need like 300, but I figured I'd just come out here and take a quick little walk, even though it's super dark out. You can see here that I got my headlamp on. Trust Fire had sent us this headlamp, and I just wanted to show you how bright this thing is. I'm gonna turn it around and show you on the ground at the 3 settings. Okay, this is the basic setting. It's pretty decent, nothing spectacular. Here's setting number 2. Here's setting number 3. This thing is, I can see like for miles, I feel. It's so bright. And this is not even using the flashlight that's on the camera at all either. So shout out to Trust Fire. Thanks for sending this to us. It's perfect for going out in the middle of the night to turn off the generator or whatever it is we might have to do. In this case, obviously, it's for just randomly walking in the desert. So we got another update for you. For most of the last 2 years, Michelle and I have been operating on about 600 watts of solar, and for the most part, that's done fantastic for us. You saw about a month and a half ago when we were up near Crested Butte, we decided to install 2 more solar panels to bring us up to 800 watts, but that has all changed. We are now operating at 1200 watts of solar on the roof. We just found that especially later in the season and during the winter, we have a hard time replenishing our batteries even with good solar. As you can see, it's bright and sunny here. It's blinding me right now, but we were still only pulling in a fraction of the sun that we pull in during the summer. So we have now upgraded to 1200 watts of solar. Let me show you what our roof looks like. So it's always fun to go over and get our mail and dump our garbage. And today I found this by the garbage. I'm gonna come over here and talk a little quieter. This was just sitting out there, and it's an entire box of Canadian snacks. So I'm gonna tell Michelle I got her something. I got you something, Michelle. Straight from the dumpster.
Seriously?
Yep.
You've got to be kidding me. Did you give some to him?
Well, you don't even know what it is. Oh, I didn't even see. Oh, the sign is actually... Look at all this. It's all Canadian snacks.
I can't believe it. I love it. We got some coffee, Chris. Did you already go over this?
No, I gave Chris took one of the Kit Kats.
Oh, man.
So, and the
Oh.
Canadian Kit Kats are a little bit different than US ones.
Smarties.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's that, and I just wanted to show you.
We've got a Scaro.
Stay back.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's just
I've never
chocolate milk, or not milk,
Find it in the kitchen.
chocolate. I'm so dumbfounded with all these sweets.
Huh.
Oh, look at these little tiny Kit Kats. How cute. I'm going to have to try one right now. Here, hold up. I'll try one of the Kit Kats. Check it out. He knows the way to my heart. Yep, that's my lunch. They're so little.
Straight from the dumpster. Nothing's too good for my wife.